So blade and lock bar are treated. So now it's time for the bail, which I sketched out in order to have the measurement correct, so I don't end up with something that I don't like or that I have to throw out because it doesn't work. I'm going to glue it with some die-cam so I can see all the layout lines that I'm going to scribe. There you go. So I'm going to leave it proud of the measurement here, 1 millimeter per side. So I'm gonna mark it at 10 mil. Yes, I'm doing it with my caliper because it's my caliper. And also I'm only scratching the thickness of the die-cam. Went ahead and cut the little lip that was here by hand with a hacksaw, and now let's grind it. So as you can see, it's ground on an angle because there isn't very much width, so naturally the movement of the belt tilts the piece since there isn't enough space to apply force downwards. So now I'm gonna square it up and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, I finished squaring it at the grinder without the tripod in the way, and then I lapped it on the flat surface just to get the higher degree of precision that I need to get the holes square. And now let's go drill some holes. Okay, so I went ahead and marked the position of the holes on the grinding surface with the high gauge, and I'm gonna go try and drill it. Well, first we have to center punch it. One, and oh man, this is gonna be so difficult. So a little note before we start drilling. The reason why I try to achieve such an exact squareness on this little aesthetic piece is that because if you're not square, the holes are not going to come out square when you drill with the drill press. And if the holes are not square between each other, the walls of the finished piece will come out uneven, and it will look very imprecise and ugly. Okay, so always start with the center drill. The center drill is a lot more rigid and precise than this 1/16 drill bit, and it will create a nice divot where the drill bit can start comfortably, so it can go down nice and straight. Doesn't matter how rigid the drill bit is, the center drill is always going to be more rigid and more precise. So always start with a center drill, never with a drill bit. Also, drill bits are not a precision instrument. They are created just to hog off material. So take always this into consideration. Well, that was nerve-wracking. Yeah, seems reasonably distanced. Gonna go ahead and measure. So this is the exit point. It's 1.4 millimeters. This is the entry point, and this is 1.5. So we have 1/10 of a millimeter of deflection, which is normal on a drill press. And yeah, pretty satisfied. Okay, now to the second. So the larger hole came a little off-centered. It's 1.16 millimeters and 1.16 millimeters, and this side is 2.9 and 2.9. Yeah. Sorry, this one is 2.16 and this is 2.9. This is normal because it's very difficult to center a small piece with a already punched center in the drill press. Unfortunately, it's not a mill with a DRO, but that's why I left this width and also this thickness. Very proud. Now I can recenter everything in grinding. So I drill those two holes very close to the edge of this block of aluminum, put a drill bit in it, and I'm going to use the drill bit as a guide to grind the radius. So as such. So I botched the order of operation, and taken by the demons of getting donnery, I rounded this side, so now I have less flat to take care of the slot. But that's what I was saying earlier. The order of operation is extremely important when doing these little small parts. So let's see what I can do. So I'm here at my other workstation with this vise that, even though it's harbor free, it works very well. It has flatter jaws. The jaws of the other one, they're all messed up because worked a lot. So I'll cut it with a hacksaw, and I have the lines made with a high gauge on the granite surface. And let's start it. I'm gonna be very conservative on the cut. All right. It's cut number one. I'll try and do a second cut. I'll see, because those are very, very close. And if I can do a second cut, I will have to open up with a file, which is no problem. Mostly cut all the way through. I can just finish it with the file, and then we're done with the slot, of course. Okay, so I'm at the thickness of the wall at the hinge, and now I'm gonna go ahead and grind it by hand, because there is no way to use the work rest anymore.